Hi.
We are.
I just really, right now, am overwhelmed with gratitude about, I've been hearing Abraham for 10 years or so, and sometimes I feel like I'm taking the slow road to it. I guess maybe that's what I want to address today is like, why do I feel like it takes me so long to get it or something? Or
Because you keep saying that.
Oh.
In other words, as you keep beating the drum that says, I should be doing better, I should be doing better, I should be doing better, I should be doing better. It can't get better because your emphasis is upon the fact that it's not getting better. In other words, that's what we meant earlier when we said you have to make peace with where you are. We think you are doing extremely well. And as you lighten up and start looking for the evidence of well-being, and here's the thing that we want you to hear. We told you just a little bit ago that 99.9999% of everything is complete before you see any physical evidence. And so if you will start letting your criteria about how well you're doing be about how much joy you're feeling, you know, that's the purpose of your life. The purpose of your life is joy. You didn't come forth to get stuff done. You came forth to do stuff because it's joyful to do it. You didn't come forth to make something happen because something needs to be made happen. You came forth because it's fun to focus and it's delicious to have energy flowing through you, you see. So just lighten up and be easier on yourself and don't take score about what is so much. Spend more time looking at the way you are feeling. And you see, did you hear us earlier? The huge compliment that we would give someone when they move from a feeling of despair into anger. So when you move from despair into anger, pat yourself on the back. Feel the deliberateness of that intention. And don't, and this is the most important thing for you, for all of you, but we're answering you. Do not compare your progress with anybody else's, because you cannot accurately, not even close, evaluate the vibrational relativity between what they want and what they're getting and what you want and what you're getting. What others are doing have nothing to do with you other than that they serve as opportunities to stimulate your desire. But don't compare yourself to the others, you see. And we think that as you decide that you will stop comparing yourself to others and let your comparison be about how good can I feel? How good can I bring this thought to feeling? Give us a thought that you often think and let us help you make it feel better. What's bothering you?
What seems to be always in the back of my mind is that I'm not good enough because I'm overweight. That is the one thing that just...
All right, so what's happening? This is a very prime example. You see, your source adores you profoundly. So your source finds you magnificent. Your source adores your body. Your source loves being in your body. So when you find fault with your body, you get out of vibrational alignment with that which is your source, and that's why it feels so bad. When you look out into the world and you are looking for something to appreciate, it does not matter what it is. It could be a kitten, it could be a child, it could be a flower, it could be anything. But when the object of your attention elicits a feeling of appreciation from you, your inner being is flowing through you. So for a while, concentrate on the things that you can appreciate, because there are so many who want to be appreciated. But you see, when you are wanting to be appreciated, you're counting on somebody else being in the state of appreciation. And that's how you get into this place to begin with. When someone holds you as their object of attention and they adore you, the reason that they are feeling that adoration is because they're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. They're connected to source energy. And in their connection, they flood it all over you, and it feels so wonderful, you see.
Yes.
And you say, ooh, I'd like more of that. But if you are waiting around for them to continue to feel that way about you, now you're asking for some control that you do not have, because you can't control what's going on in their vibration. A feeling of unworthiness always comes from those of you when you were little of counting on the appreciation and approval of your parents, using as your guidance system their response to your behavior. And then you had to jump through their hoops, and then somebody else's hoops, and then somebody else's hoops. And the worst of it is they're not consistent about the hoops they want you to jump through. So you lose sight of where you're going. Now, as you come back to this quantifiable journey, you can tell when you're on your path. So when you look in the mirror and you find fault with your body, you're finding a thought that your inner being would never find, and that's your Magellan saying, when possible, make a legal U-turn. Okay. So now what you're wanting to do is try to find a way to feel a little better. So you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see, you say, what's the matter with me? Why don't I get control of this? Why don't I do something about my body? I've been carrying on like this for far too long. I don't feel good in my clothes. I don't feel good in my body. Now we're getting sort of carried away, but that's sort of the vibration of the drum that you're beating. Right. And then you say, wait a minute, I'm going to make the best of this. I'm going to try to find the best feeling thought that I can find. And so you say, well, I'm going to stop taking score. Well, that doesn't feel very much better. And then you say, well, I'm sure that there are people who were once where I am who are in the place that they now want to be. Well, that feels a little better, but not all that much better, because you've sort of been jealous of them all along anyway, and you don't really know what they're doing, and it might be they have a different metabolism, and so you can't really tell about what's going on there. But you're determined that you're going to feel better. And then you say, well, there's so much about my body that I appreciate, and I do feel hearty, and I have strong clarity of mind, and I like how my body moves, and I do like that new suit that I bought last week, and I do feel sort of attractive when I put that on, and I'm happy to have found that. And I know that I can get to where I want to be eventually, and I don't have to do it this red hot minute, and it's nice that there are programs out there that might help me, and I'm sure that if I am just relaxing a little bit, something will come along that will make me feel better, and maybe I can get hold of something that will inspire me, and I'm not in such a terrible place, and actually I'm feeling pretty good about where I am in many ways, and there are so many aspects of my life that are working well for me, and I'm appreciating my financial situation. And I remember when my financial situation wasn't as good as it is right now, and it was sort of easy for me to get clear about what I wanted, and as I focused there and improved the vibrational relationship on that, things began to turn around right away, and I saw the fairies of the universe coming into action for me, and I'm realizing that there are lots of aspects of my life, and this is like the last bastion. It's like the last holdout. This must be something that I've been thinking about for a long time. I must have a pretty strong habit of thought going on here, and law of attraction is causing me to continue that thought, and there's nothing wrong with me continuing that thought. It's perfectly normal that I would continue that thought. I can't set my radio dial on 6:30 a.m. and hear what's being broadcast on 98 FM. So it's logical that these would be the thoughts, but I'm going to gradually pull away from these thoughts little by little, and as I do, I know I will find improvement, and I'm remembering that 99.99% of everything is complete before I see any physical evidence of it, and so I'm already well on my way, and just talking about it like I am right now has got me well along my way, and I can feel that my vibrational escrow out there is lining up just the way I want it to be, and so I'm on my way to where I want to be. I'm back on my path. Nothing's wrong here. I love my body. This is a magnificent body. I wouldn't trade this body for anything. I'm exhilarated about this body. This body is a representation of my thoughts, and my thoughts have changed right before my eyes. I'm exhilarated about this body. This body will do anything I wanted to do. Body, continue to be healthy, continue to be happy, continue to be hearty. Body, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here for me. I love being embodied in this body. You are a magnificent body, and now your inner being is pulsing within you fully, you see? Good, now get out.